To all women out there, do not sexualize yourself. When you sexualize yourself, you're giving away your grace, your wonder, your abundance, your wisdom, and you're jumping into the physical. Respect the physical, appreciate being physical, but do not decide to become physical, where your presence is physical, where your value is being physical, and what you can get from being physical. It's nothing. It's emptiness and it's hell. Stick to what makes a woman beautiful and has nothing to do with the physicality. It has to do with the beauty of the energy field. It's the words I just used, and I use them for a reason because they make up, in my opinion, the description of what I've seen. I've seen a few women just walk, and they just walk with grace, wonder, and wisdom. They're like a knowledge bank. And that just, the beauty of that has nothing to do with physicality, and it has everything to do with energy. And that's, in my opinion, what, if you're building yourself as a woman, what you should shoot for. And we live in this culture, and I would call it a developing culture of like sexualization on the internet from small to big, and the idea that like sex sells, and we need to do, we need to limit ourselves by choosing to be physical to attract XYZ, whether it's a weakness or maybe you think that that's going to work out long term, and the answer, it doesn't. And no guy of any high standard that actually knows what he's doing on this plane of existence known as Earth is going to want like lowness physicality. Every guy's going to want that bright energy, whether they know it or not, or whether they can comprehend it or they don't. There's something that is like still like water. If you ever seen water that's moving, but it's moving in such a perfect way that it looks still, like that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's like the elegance of absolute grace and balance. That is, in my opinion, the energy of a woman at its purest form. Men, a lot of leadership, that's a whole nother video. But that's it. And you throw that away when you jump into the physical, aka sexualize yourself. So don't do it. All right, that's my main message of this video. If you're on it because you saw the title. In terms of, and this is, I'm using this as an example, like meeting these like people who are somewhat like famous or known, that are women that are known as like beautiful. Like this is what it's actually like to meet them and understand and read their energy, okay? I've met numerous of these people, really easy, I'm nothing crazy. You just go to events like that people go to, like these big events, right? Whether it's a big concert event or sporting event or whatever, you're just gonna run into people and then you can just start talking to people. It's just that simple. But anyways, like in my opinion, when I meet these people, these like celebrity type people, I can feel what I just said at like a very high volume. And it's almost like they have like a corporation entity in front of them that's a wall. And the wall is like somewhat see-through, but it's like gray and dark. And then behind that, there's like the person, and then within that person, there's the little girl who wants to like grow into a woman, but it's being halted by the fact that they've chosen a life of physical, because that physicality gets them reward in the form of attention. And for these people specifically that I'm talking about, it gets reward in terms of money, and money creates status, an illusion of importance and respect. But if you put one of these people, these like famous, maybe not famous, but like known TikTok, Instagram people next to a actual woman that I described in the opening of this video, it would be night and day difference in terms of their ability to connect with other people, their ability to make other people feel, make other people like embrace themselves and just feel good about who they are as a core. It's completely night and day. And honestly, meeting some of these people, I just like feel like saddened when I meet them, because I just, in the back of my mind, I'm like, are they doing this themselves? Like, why? Like, where are their parents? Like, what is going on? Like, do they not know like who they are? What's like, I almost get to a point where like I'm like, throw out the freaking life vest. We got to help these people. I mean, it's that crazy sometimes to meet some of these individuals. So if you're out there and somehow you come upon this video, like, just think about maybe some of these concepts I'm talking about. But I'm just, in my opinion, it's so easy and obvious to know that your life path as a woman is the same as a guy, right? But it's a little bit different. But it's the same in the sense of stepping into your natural energy. And through that, that's when you can achieve everything. That's when you find your husband, your soulmate, your twin flame. Yes, those exist. If you don't believe those exist, then really challenge yourself to prove that they don't exist, because they do exist. Your children, very important. It's one of the greatest things about being a woman is the ability to grow into being a mother. And then lastly, like your career path. Maybe you want to do something that's out of the ordinary. Well, it's going to be hard to do that if you're in a way like bringing down your soul. So another thing too is that comes into mind, that when I meet these people, I'm always wondering, like, once again, like, who the hell, where's their fathers? Like, did these people grow up without, like, fathers? Like, it's pretty simple, like, because, like, my goal at the end of the day, as if I am lucky enough to have a daughter, then, like, my job is to make sure I build her and prepare her for her husband and to be a mother. And to have a girl running around on the internet, like, sexualizing herself, is utter failure of fatherhood. And it's failure from, like, start to finish. And I know as a dad, you can't control your daughter if she's like 23, 24 years old. But damn, you better be able to say something. I mean, you better be able to do something. And it's just these illusions that I think can happen so easy to so many people, because, like, security in life is just a scary thing. And when you think you can get security just based on, like, your physicality, and it essentially is no work, I could see easily why someone would even step into that. I call it stepping into the darkness, quite frankly. But into the light in this realm takes courage, it takes it takes honor, and it takes to know who the hell you are. And that's my whole top row. I am just means, like, I have an energy field, right? I am is so popular across many different teachings. Of legend means, like, if you're on Earth, you have a past history. Earth's a really hard realm. You have heaven, you have hell, and you have an underneath level of spirituality that isn't taught to anyone. And then you have be you, only you, which is like my main catchphrase. And that's the best life you're going to have is when you're closest to your soul. And once again, the whole topic of this video is to say that going in a route to sexualize yourself at the lowest level to the craziest level is going to ruin you. And you're going to go backwards. And no guy out there that's even worth the ground that he stands on is going to want that. They're going to want the grace, they're going to want the abundance and the wisdom. And that is the most attractive thing a woman can ever develop, because that is a woman at her natural level. Thanks for checking out this video. Please like and subscribe. I come in with a lot of content. I do, fun videos. I do motivational ones like this, and then I do, like, product reviews. That's Joey Scott Media. I run a sports podcast as well called Beers by the Ivy, so you check that out, but that's a whole separate channel. But love the support. I also sell stuff. If you want to support me, message me, etc. I do life coaching on the side, so that's just getting started, but I'm not a good life coach. I'm an unbelievably great life coach. And so there's information below on that. But yeah, thanks again for checking out this video. Keep it rocking, keep it rocking, keep it rocking and rolling. All right, thanks, guys.